signed the papers on a July day in 1776, and the ink was barely dry before they started mixing the freedom that they wanted with the God they said they feared. But 250 years on, it's getting less clear which one they're pledging to when they put their hand over their heart. The nation or the kingdom, Lord, that's where I start. Every conversation that this country needs to have, born free under God, not the other half. The flag I love was sewn by human hands that make mistakes. The kingdom I belong to isn't built on what it takes from the world it gives to it, and that's the whole distinction. Born free under God before every other mention. Born free under God on the 4th of July. Born free under God underneath this same sky that He hung before the Constitution was penned. Born free under God, world without end. My grandfather fought in the Second World War, came home to a country worth the fighting for. He said, son, never confuse the country and the Lord. They're not the same thing, don't worship at the sword of nationalism like it's something that can save your soul. It can't, it digs an early grave for the faith that should be running your whole life. Born free under God, sharper than any knife. I love this country, let me make that plain. I'll stand for the anthem in the summer and the rain, but I won't bow to the flag like it's the King of Kings. That's a different kind of worship, that's a dangerous thing. The founding fathers knew the difference mostly right, that the rights they were declaring came from heaven's light, not from Parliament or Congress or a royal pen. Born free under God, say it once again. Born free under God on the 4th of July. Born free under God, that's the battle cry. Not a nation over nation, but of soul over sin. Born free under God, now and again. Born free under God. Born free under God. Born free under God, before any flag, after every flag, that freedom never changes. They rang the Liberty Bell on a hot July day, while my ancestors were picking cotton 60 miles away. The Declaration said all men were created equal and free, but the men who signed it on 343. Human beings, let the record say that plain, while they toasted independence in the summer rain of Philadelphia, the 1st July the nation stood. The 4th they didn't get, never understood. I'm not here to burn the flag or hate the founding dream. I'm here to say the dream was bigger than it seemed. To the ones who wrote it and the ones who left us out, the 4th they didn't get, that's what this song's about. The 4th they didn't get in 1776, the fourth they didn't get, while the country lit its wicks on the candles of a freedom that was partial at its birth. The fourth they didn't get, Lord, reckon with the earth. 250 years in the distance that remains between the promise of the Declaration and the chains that change from iron to invisible. They're real. The fourth they didn't get is something that you feel when you're the descendant of the ones left out that day. When the fireworks go off and you wonder what to say to your children about what freedom actually cost. The fourth they didn't get, the ones who paid the most. I bring this to the altar of the God who sees every person in the cotton and the one who flees. The consequence of what his ancestors have done. The cross is the only place where everyone stands on equal ground, the slave and the slave holder, both needing the same mercy as they get older. In eternity, the cross makes the accounting real. The fourth they didn't get, God can heal. The fourth they didn't get demands a reckoning now, not with bitterness alone, but with the Lord somehow. In the middle of the conversation we've been scared to have, the fourth they didn't get, that's the second half of the American story that we haven't told complete. The fourth they didn't get, Lord, let freedom be complete. The fourth they didn't get, 1776, their names were never signed. God knew everyone. He shipped out in October on a Tuesday morning gray. His mama held his face, and she had nothing left to say that wasn't already known between a mother and her son who's going somewhere dangerous to get something done. He came back in December, but he came back in a box draped in the flag he died for, while the family talked in whispers at the graveside in the January cold. Soldiers cross, the truest story ever told. They fired the rifles 3 times in the winter air, and the bugler played the notes that break you when they're there. At the funeral of a soldier who believed in more than the country, who believed in country was for. Soldiers cross, standing over hallowed ground. Soldiers cross, the most sacred thing I found. On this 4th of July, when the fireworks explode, remember the Soldiers Cross. Remember what it owed. His daughter was too young to understand that day why the men in uniforms were folding flags that way into triangles of blue and handing it to mama with the words that don't get easier no matter who the former president sends them, or which conflict caused the need. His daughter knows the flag, and now she knows the creed. Her daddy died believing in something worth his life. Soldiers cross, sharp as any knife. I have a problem with the ones who use the uniform to push a politics that keeps the storm of division burning while the veterans wait 6 months for a VA appointment for the weight they carried home from places we sent them in our name. The Soldiers Cross deserves better than the game of politics. It deserves the honor that we owe. Soldiers Cross, Lord, let the nation know. Soldiers Cross, 3 rifle shots in January air. The boogers knows. We remember. "250 years old, and we still don't know what we're building or which way we need to go." America needs Jesus. Not a slogan, not a bumper sticker. America needs Jesus. Real one, not the ticker. Take parade religion of the Sunday morning show. America needs Jesus. Here's what I know. Yeah, we put God on our money, but we took him from the school. We put him in the pledge, but then we changed every rule that his book established for the order of a life. And then we wonder why the country's full of strife. We trade the ancient boundaries for the trending in the new. Call it progress, call it freedom, call it overdue. But progress without wisdom is a car without the brake. America needs Jesus. That's not hating. America needs Jesus, not the political kind. America needs Jesus in the heart and the mind, not the one they put on billboards for the voting to win. America needs Jesus, the one who died for sin. America needs Jesus on the 4th of July when the fireworks go up. Lord, hear our cry. We built this on the Bible and we're letting it decay. America needs Jesus starting today. 22 veterans a day are taking their lives while the Senate argues and the nation divides over everything except the crisis in the street. America needs Jesus, not a talking head tweet. The opioids killing one community whole, while the pharmaceutical executives play golf at the resort. They ball with the settlement from the court. America needs Jesus, that's the final report. I'm not talking about the Jesus of the empire who blessed the conquest and the manifested desire for land and gold. I'm talking about the radical, the one who touched the leper in the sabbatical rest period, who said the last shall be first, who said blessed are the ones who is the one we need. America needs Jesus. Plant that seed. America needs Jesus. Not a religion, the real one. Starting today. I was a prisoner in every sense of the word, prisoner of my choices and a prisoner of the herd. Voices in my head that said you'll never change. Red, white, and redeemed seemed impossibly strange. For a man like me, with my particular record, my rap sheet and my history, every corridor of my past was dark and every door was shut. Red, white, and redeemed until that gut punch moment in October, when I hit the wall and heard something I couldn't have before the fall, that said, I've been waiting for you to stop running. Red, white, and redeemed. The grace was coming. Red, white, and redeemed. That's who I am. Red of the blood that covered every scam. I ran on everyone, including my own soul. White of the mercy that made the broken whole. Blue of the morning when I woke up new. Red, white, and redeemed. That's the red, white, and blue I celebrate on the 4th of July. Red, white, and redeemed. That's my battle cry. Free in this country and free in the Lord. Two kinds of freedom, swinging the same sword against the darkness that would take them both away. Free men sleep different on the 4th of July day. When you know the cost of what you're celebrating, right? The blood of the soldier and the blood of Calvary's knight both purchased something that could not be bought with gold. Red, white, and redeemed. That's the story told. For every man who served this country in the sand, and every soul who knelt and finally took the hand of grace. You're both familiar with the price of free. Red, white, and redeemed. That's the country and the creed of heaven meeting earth on a July afternoon, when the fireworks light up and the stars come through the moon, and you stand in the yard knowing who you are. Red, white, and redeemed, near and far. Red, white, and redeemed. That's who I am now. Free in the nation, free in the Lord, both of them. They wrote a declaration of their independence then. I'm writing one of mine different kind of pen to a different kind of authority than any king of earth. The declaration of my total and my absolute worth is nothing without God. The outlaw's paradox is freedom through surrender. That's what the kingdom unlocks. The more I lay it down, the more I'm actually free. The outlaw's declaration written inside of me. Jefferson wrote about the rights that no king can remove. I write about the rights I gave back to the one who proved his love at Calvary. A different kind of claim, the outlaw's declaration written in his name. I hold these truths to be self-evident and plain, that I was created by a God who knows my name, that I was endowed by my Creator with the right to surrender everything back to Him tonight. Life, liberty, the pursuit, I lay them all before the throne and say, Lord, do with these what they were for. The outlaw's declaration, signed in the red. The outlaw's declaration, living, not the dead. 250 years ago they pledged their lives, their fortunes and their sacred honor. Here it revives something in me when I read those final lines. Men who put their necks out on the firing lines of treason against the crown. That's what they chose. I pledge my life and honor now to the one who knows better than any king or Congress or any court. The outlaw's declaration, that's the final report. Some folks say keep your religion out of everything public. I say keep the truth alive, because the truth is not a gimmick. It's the load-bearing wall of everything we are. Take the foundation out and we don't get very far before the whole construction of a civil life collapses into every dark and broken history that passes. As a warning to the nation, read the signs around you. The outlaw's declaration, God's truth will astound you. The outlaw's declaration, not of independence, but of total dependence on the only king worth serving. Fireworks went off while we buried Tommy Ray in the county cemetery on a July day. The timing wasn't intentional, just how it fell, that the nation was celebrating while we went through hell of burying a 23-year-old who didn't make it back from a desert that the country's mostly lost the track of why we sent him. Nobody could say fireworks and funerals one July day. The crowd across the lake was cheering at the light while we were folding flags in the fading summer night over a box that held a boy we couldn't get back. Fireworks and funerals, same sky, same black. Fireworks and funerals, that's America. Celebration and the grief are living parallel on every 4th of July. In every town, fireworks and funerals. Lord, don't let us drown in either one alone. Hold us in the boat. Fireworks and funerals. Lord, keep the old. His mama said, don't be sad. Tommy died free, died believing in the thing he was sent there to be. A guardian of the freedom that his grandfather served, and his grandfather before. The unbroken nerve of a family that sends its sons and prays them home. And sometimes God says, bring them to my throne instead of to the driveway. Lord, how do you grieve? Fireworks and funerals, and still believe. I believe because of Tommy, not in spite of him. Because a man who dies for something else is him. A freedom that's the echo of a different sacrifice that happened on a hill, had a much higher price. For all of us, the soldier and the sinner both, the cross and the uniform share the same oath of giving everything for what you can't yet see. Fireworks and funerals, Tommy died free. Fireworks and funerals, same sky, same sky, same July. Tommy right, God received him. They say one nation under God, but the God they mean has been adjusted for the comfort of the American dream. A God who blesses everything we want to do. A God who looks like us and sees the world we view as right. A God that fits inside our politics clean, without the challenge and the weight of what he's seen. Done in his name across 250 years. One nation under conviction, Lord, hear our tears. Conviction isn't punishment, it's the loving hand of a God who sees the gap between the promise and the land. We're actually living in the mercy and the call. One nation under conviction, God see us all. One nation under conviction, on the 4th of July. One nation under conviction. Lord, we're asking why we built what we built and left who we left outside. One nation under conviction, nowhere left to hide from the reckoning of the God we put on all our money. One nation under conviction, and that ain't funny. The church in America has got some accounting to do before the nation does. Clean the inside first. It's true that the house of God should not look like the divided street of a nation that can't figure out how to meet. In the middle for the sake of someone other than themselves, we took the love thy neighbor and we put it on the shelf next to the uncomfortable parts we don't like to preach. One nation under conviction, within reach. Lord, I love this country, the way you love the broken, the way you call them back with every word you've spoken, through the prophets and the poets and the outlaw with a song. I love this country enough to say when something's wrong, and enough to say there's mercy for the worst of what we've been. One nation under conviction, Lord, come in. Forgive us where we failed the poor and the oppressed. One nation under conviction, do the rest. One nation under conviction, not condemnation. Conviction leads to change. Lord, hear this prayer. She hung the flag on the porch every 4th of July morning. Before the coffee was done, without any warning, to the neighbors that it was coming, it just appeared like clockwork every summer that I ever feared. I'd miss by being somewhere else or running from the hometown version of who I tried to become. She put the flag up and she bowed her head and prayed. Mama made me patriotic, that was how she laid the foundation, not the blind kind, but the eyes wide open kind of love. Your country and your God both broken and beautiful and worth the daily choosing again. Mama made me patriotic on a July porch with a flag she hung herself and a faith she torched. The darkness with she taught me both were gifts, what lifts me to my feet when the anthem starts to play. Mama made me patriotic every 4th of July day. She made the potato salad and the deviled eggs. By noon the whole street knew, because she laid the cakes of sweet tea out on the lawn for whoever came. Small town July 4th was always the same. Beautiful and simple in the way that things that last always are. She tied my faith and love into the mast of the flag on the porch and said both things are true. Mama made me patriotic and she loved God too. She never said the country was without its sin. She taught me you can love what's broken from within and fight to make it better. That's a faithful kind of patriot, not the one who's willfully blind to what needs healing, but who shows up anyway to do the work of making something better than today. She's been gone 8 years and the flag is on my porch. Mama made me patriotic, I carry her torch. Mama made me patriotic, flag on the porch every July. Both things are true, God and country, both worth loving. You seen the bumper sticker on the back of the truck. Freedom ain't free, yeah I know, but we stuck that on a sticker and we drive past the consequence of what it actually means, and we don't make a dent in the comfortable distance between the slogan and the grave of the 19-year-old buried to keep us free and brave and comfortable enough to slap a sticker on the back. Freedom ain't free, take that past the rack. And while we're speaking truth about the cost of things we keep, grace ain't cheap either, let me say it while I'm deep into the honesty. The cross was not a symbol first, it was an execution, and it satisfied the worst. Freedom ain't free, grace ain't cheap, both of them cost something you can't keep without acknowledging the price that someone paid. Freedom ain't free, grace ain't cheap, the trade was blood for liberty, in both the cases known. The soldiers and the saviors, seeds of freedom sown. The soldier signed the paper knowing he might pay everything he had on some forgotten day in some forgotten country for the folks back home who'd never know his name but wouldn't be alone. In the freedom, that's the sacrifice of grace. A man who gives his everything so someone else has space to live. Sound familiar? It should ring the bell. Freedom ain't free, grace ain't cheap, truth to tell. I'm not equating the cross to the battlefield, many different fights for the same fundamental human right to live without the tyranny of death and sin. Freedom ain't free, grace ain't cheap. Let that sink, yeah. Freedom ain't free, grace ain't cheap. Somebody always pays. Make sure you remember who.
Fireworks painted the sky in red and white and blue, and somewhere in the middle of that light I thought of you. The cross was on the hillside of the churchyard down the road, and the fireworks illuminated it like something God had showed me personally. A moment in the spectacle of the night, where the celebration of the nation met the sacred light of the oldest story of the freedom that was won. July cross, what the Father did for the Son. I stood in the yard with my family all around, and for a moment everything else went to the ground. Of silence in the noise, I felt it clear. July cross, God was right here. July cross, in the fireworks sky. July cross, how both freedoms tied. July cross, how both freedoms tied. The July cross, the blood that bought the nation, and the blood that bought the soul. July cross, making broken America whole. July cross, July cross. This country and the kingdom are not the same mistake, but they rhyme in certain places. How the great sacrifice of one man changes everything for all. How the freedom that it purchases outlasts the fall of every empire that comes after it and goes. The cross outlasts the Constitution, everyone knows. Kingdom is the final government when time is done. July cross, Father, Son, and Holy One. I don't need America to be the kingdom of God, but I need America to acknowledge the right of discipline that comes from turning from what's true. July cross, Lord, we need you. In the middle of the fireworks and the partisan divide, in the middle of the crisis and the national pride, in the middle of the beautiful and broken that we are. July cross, near and far. July cross, fireworks faded, cross still standing. July cross, oh, the freedom's real. Lord, I ain't educated in the ways of political speech. I don't know all the answers, and they're mostly out of reach.
of a man like me who works his hands and pays his taxes straight and tries to love his neighbor even when it ain't too great. Between the neighbors lately, Lord, I'll be honest there, the division in this country's past what I can bear to watch without some prayer. So here's mine, plain and real, the redneck's prayer for America. This is how I feel. I come to you the way I come to everything I don't understand, uncertain and imperfect, with both boots on the land. You made and called me to tend as best I know. Lord, have mercy on America today. Lord, have mercy, we've been losing our way. Bring us back to what was true before we got smart. The redneck's prayer for America, straight from the heart. Lord, the veterans are suffering and nobody seems to care enough to fix the system. Lord, somebody needs to bear the weight of that accountant. We sent them in our name and left them in the waiting room. Lord, that's a shame. The children are afraid at school. Lord, that ain't right. Nobody should send their kid to school and lose the fight of keeping them safe. Lord, forgive us for the mess. The redneck's prayer for America, I confess. I don't pray this as a perfect man or a perfect citizen. I pray it as a broken one who loves what's still within. The possibility of this place, if we return to loving God and neighbor, Lord, help us learn. Before the lesson comes the hard way, that it always does when a nation turns from truth. Lord, hear, because this prayer is from the ones who love it and who know the redneck's prayer for America. Let it go up past the fireworks and the partisan debate. The redneck's prayer for America before it's too late. Lord, have mercy on America, plain and simple, from a redneck on his knees. That's all I've got.
He shipped out in October on a Tuesday morning gray. His mama held his face and she had nothing left to say that wasn't already known between a mother and her son, who's going somewhere dangerous to get something done. He came back in December, but he came back in a box, draped in the flag he died for, while the family talked in
Whispers at the graveside in the January cold. Soldiers cross, the truest story ever told. They fired the rifles 3 times in the winter air, and the bugler played the notes that break you when they're there. At the funeral of a soldier who believed in more than the country, who believed in what the country was for. Soldiers cross, standing over hallowed ground. Soldiers cross, the most sacred thing I found on this 4th of July. When the fireworks explode, remember the soldiers cross. Remember what it owed. His daughter was too young to understand that day, while the men in uniforms were folding flags that way into triangles of blue and handing it to mama with the words that don't get easier, no matter who the former. President sends them, or which conflict caused the need. His daughter knows the flag, and now she knows the creed. Her daddy died believing in something worth his life. Soldiers cross, sharp as any knife. I have a problem with the ones who use the uniform to push politics that keeps the storm of division burning, while the veterans wait 6 months for a VA appointment for the wait. They carried home from places we sent them in our name. The soldier's cross deserves better than the game of politics. It deserves the honor that we owe. Soldier's cross, Lord, let the nation know. Soldier's cross, 3 rifle shots in January air. The bugler's notes, we remember. They rang the Liberty Bell on a hot July day, while my ancestors were picking cotton 60 miles away. The Declaration said all men were created equal and free, but the men who signed it on 343 human beings. Let the records say that plain, while they toasted independence in the summer rain of Philadelphia. The 1st July the nation stood. The 4th they didn't get, never understood. I'm not here to burn the flag or hate the founding dream. I'm here to say the dream was bigger than it seemed. To the ones who wrote it and the ones who left us out, the 4th they didn't get. That's what this song's about. The 4th they didn't get in 1776. The 4th they didn't get while the country lit its wicks on the candles of a freedom that was partial at its birth. The 4th they didn't get. Lord, reckon with the earth. 250 years, and the distance that remains between the promise of the declaration and the chains that change from iron to invisible. They're real. The fourth they didn't get is something that you feel when you're the descendant of the ones left out that day, when the fireworks go off and you wonder what to say to your children about what freedom actually cost. The fourth they didn't get, the ones who paid the most. I bring this to the altar of the God who sees every person in the cotton and the one who flees the consequence of what his ancestors have done. The cross is the only place where everyone stands on equal ground. The slave and the slaveholder both needing the same mercy as they get older. In eternity, the cross makes the accounting real. The fourth they didn't get, God can heal. The fourth they didn't get demands a reckoning now, not with bitterness alone, but with the Lord somehow. In the middle of the conversation we've been scared to have, the fourth they didn't get, that's the second half of the American story that we haven't told complete. The fourth they didn't get, Lord, let freedom be complete. The fourth they didn't get, 1776. Their names were never signed, but God knew everyone.
Yeah. 250 years old, and we still don't know what we're building or which way we need to go. America needs Jesus. Not a slogan, not a bumper sticker. America needs Jesus, the real one, not the ticker. Take parade religion or the Sunday morning show. America needs Jesus. Here's what I know. Yeah. We put God on our money, but we took him from the school. We put him in the place, but then we changed every rule that his book established for the order of life. And then we wonder why the country's full of strife. We trade the ancient boundaries for the trending and the new. Call it progress, call it freedom, call it overdue. But progress without wisdom is a car without the brake. America needs Jesus, that's not hate. America needs Jesus, not the political kind. America needs Jesus in the heart and the mind, not the one they put on billboards for the vote and the win. America needs Jesus, the one who died for sin. America needs Jesus on the 4th of July, when the fireworks go up, Lord, hear our cry. We built this on the Bible and we're letting it decay. America needs Jesus starting today. 22 veterans a day are taking their lives while the Senate argues and the nation divides over everything except the crisis in the street. America needs Jesus, not a talking head tweet. The opioids killing one community whole, while the pharmaceutical executives play golf at the resort they bought with the settlement from the court. America
America needs Jesus. That's the final report. I'm not talking about the Jesus of the empire, who blessed the conquest and the manifested desire for land and gold. I'm talking about the radical, the one who touched the leper in the sabbatical rest period. Who said the last shall be first? Who said blessed are the ones who hunger and the ones who thirst for righteousness? That Jesus is the one we need. America needs Jesus. Plant that seed.
America needs Jesus.
Not a religion, the real one.
Starting today.